Hi there everyone, this is my latest video. I'm trying to make like one a day at least, but yesterday where was it? Oh yeah, I was at college. Same when my education gets in the way of the important things like making YouTube videos. But nonetheless, usually I make videos about, it's stuff like computing. That's what my previous videos have kind of been about, but today I'm going to make one about something that's very close to my heart. I mean, computing is, but another thing that I'm really into, it's cars. British motoring industry. I'm 17 and I live in Birmingham, where you have the Rover, well, you used to have the Rover factory in Longbridge, where all manner of great cars. Okay, there are a few great cars, most of them broke down and they were for old people. But, there are lots of really just amazing the amazing things at one time. We used to have the best car industry, and now it's all been sold off to the Germans or the Chinese or the Italians. And I think that's really sad. And when I go out, it's like everyone's getting the same old boring cars, Fords and BMWs and Audis. I've seen so many. It's like, ugh, there's no originality. It's like, and it's so sad that we used to have, in a short span of time, we went from having the best car industry to practically none, and that we still hang on to the great classics. Like at the moment I've been looking at the Jaguar XJ12 with this beautiful pepper pot wheels, just amazing, so many amazing designs that have come up with big names, Rolls Royce, Bentley. We also have Mini, which is now German. I mean, I know the Germans have tried to keep to the original sort of design of the original Mini, like in the dashboard, the speedometer. It's the sort of very retro one that you had in the original Mini. But still, I see one go past like, it's not the same. It's all German and besides they made it a bit too girly. It's a very girly car, whereas the old one was, I mean, come on, it was used in the Italian job to steal gold. So it's all a bit, and it's just it's all about pride, I suppose, because we just had something so great, and I mean, there's so many speculations to what went wrong. Some people blame trade unionists, and some people blame the the management or the government. I'm not exactly sure who to blame. Maybe it was a combination of all of them, but all I know is that, I mean, my children, if I ever have any, will be growing up with, just Ford Mondeos. Ford Mondeos, brilliant cars, I like them, but they're just, come on. They're too boring. And like the modern, take the modern Jags. I know they've just been made to footballers, wivey type thing. Like the front grille, it's gone from being just a good size, to being just far too big and far too in your face, and just far too, Cheshire for my liking. And it spoils the class of the car. It doesn't really have any, because I'm not trying to bring race in. The thing about what I'm trying to say, I have to be very careful because I don't want to say anything that would seem racist. But just from my point of view, it's that the we made the Jaguars with a certain class. We knew how to make these things. Just I don't know. It was like something that we had. It was some kind of, almost like it was just implanted at us, like in us, just in birth. But they had some real class about them, and now it's like they're made for people who want to show off. And people who want to show off it was always people who want to show off would buy BMWs or Audis, and they have big sunglasses and the massive watches, and they just they'd be people who were in banking. Whereas the people they're a bit who actually had class, they'd have Jaguars. I mean, sure, they'd still be filthy rich and probably cocks, but the point is that there's just something so classy about it. And I mean, it's not just all about class and pomp and all kind of luxury. I mean, yeah, we make really good luxury cars, but think about the sport cars. Your MG Midget, you have TR6, you know, oh, just, cars that were set, well, that were on the other end of the scale. So we pretty much started the Roadster, you know, the convertible Roadster. That, the Japanese took that and based their entire, um, the MX-5 on the, which just goes to show that, the design must have been good if it was taken. I mean, sure, they're always buying, like, German, Japanese cars which are good and they're reliable and they won't break down every 2 seconds like you might get with a British car, and they're practical, but, that's so overrated. I mean, who wants that? Wouldn't you rather have a car with, like, some gusto and some, I don't know, something that just made you feel like when you get up in the morning and you go to drive to work, like you don't want to shoot yourself. Something that, maintaining part of what was one of the greatest countries in, well, whether it still is, I don't know, but it's all these little things that are steadily going and we're just no national pride. But the thing is that there's only a certain amount of, so like, let's say Rolls-Royce Corniche, only a certain amount of those were made, okay, and people are going to buy them, like on the classic car things. They're going to be bought and sold. Some would have been destroyed, but soon, they're going to rust. But pretty soon there is an extinct because Rolls-Royce won't make any more. So I think it's really sad to see cars being destroyed. Sometimes even this, well, if it was like a Volkswagen Beetle, I wouldn't mind. I'd be all for that. But there's a limited number, and so pretty soon, well, not pretty soon, but all the great cars, like T2, your original Jags, your Rolls Royces and all this, there's going to be no more, because I mean, obviously they made loads, and there's a really big market of classic cars, but even with that, there's only a limited number, and so it's gonna die, sadly. It's really sad. But yeah, just this video. It's a bit of a change from my usual ones, but this is my complaint. See ya.